Hi everyone, we welcome you back to this very program. Today we are going to analyze the visit of Asari Dokubo, the militant leader from Niger Delta, to the State House, Abuja, where he visited and interacted with the President, Mr. Ahmed TINUBU. He had various discussions according to what he told the press, but the question is, why did he go to Asari? Well, one would realize and recollect that when President TINUBU began his journey to presidency, Asari Dokubo supported him, amongst others. There is no doubt Asari Dokubo also provided safe security with his security outfit, acted as security guard to Mr. TINUBU, especially in southeastern Nigeria. This was the beginning of his relationship. To secure his position, in addition to providing security to Mr. TINUBU, during the electioneering campaign, Asari Dokubo protested also in support of Mr. TINUBU on May 26, 2023, at the Supreme Court hearing in Abuja. One will recollect also that the former president, Mr. Muhammad General Buhari, was once a leader of various groups and also had connections with some militants during his leadership that acted either against or for. These included Boko Haram, the ISWAP, Fulani bandits, Fulani Hismen, and the Mehetiala as a coordinating group. Now, the present president, Mr. TINUBU, has established a good relationship with Asari Dokubo, the Niger Delta militant leader. This means that the group now has been identified with the present president, Mr. Ahmed TINUBU. You will realize that the APC, during their leadership, first with President Buhari, now former, worked with these militant groups mentioned above. Now the present leader and the president of Nigeria, Mr. Ahmed TINUBU of APC, has also aligned himself with the militant leader from Niger Delta. That is the more reason why he was fully welcomed in Asari as a paddy and was given the opportunity to address the press after his visit and interactions.
As you can see, he is walking into the conference room where he had conference with the press and disclosed what happened, the interactions he had with the president.
Relationship span over 30 years. And I came here today to give words of encouragement to the President for the actions and policies so far made in these less than 3 weeks of governing a very difficult country like Nigeria. We discussed on a wide range of issues, especially on security and oil theft in the Niger Delta. Myself and my brothers, I assured the President that there will be zero oil theft and vandalization in the Niger Delta. We're going to work with NNPC, PCL, and the IOCs to make sure that oil theft is brought to zero. I also want to say that oil theft is encouraged by the military. The military is at the center of oil theft. And we have to make this very, very clear to the Nigerian public. 99% of oil theft can be traced to the Nigerian military, the Army and the Navy especially. The Army and the Navy intimidate the civil defense, who are by status the people who are supposed to guard these pipelines. They receive a lot of money from NNPC, PCL, and the IOCs, and just across the corner, you will see a houseboat. A few meters from the houseboat, you will see an oil bunkering refinery or tapping directly from oil well heads. It is very pathetic now. What is
with the President, Mr. Bola TINUBU? During this interview, he made series of allegations against the military, the Navy, and the CABALS, whom he, Mr. Dokubo, described as the oil bunkering chiefs in Niger Delta oil villages. Question is Mr. Asari Dokubo the first to make such allegations, or has his own allegation been misinterpreted? If so, why? If not, what has the government or the previous governments done to investigate and find out who are the or who were the oil bunkerers, and why have they not been persecuted or investigated? Mr. Buhari, the former president of Nigeria, was the petroleum minister during his regime between 2015 to 2023. He was also the former petroleum minister during the military regime of General Obasanjo between 1978 to 1979. He is a guru in oil industry. That was why he was able to hijack the ministerial position as the Minister of Petroleum, whereby he will control all the proceeds of oil and its products in Nigeria. But today, Mr. Asari Dokubo has made a serious allegation that involved the Minister of Petroleum, who was also the President of Nigeria, the Nigerian Navy, the Nigerian Army, and the CABALS in general. A serious question that is to be asked is, did President TINUBU engineer Mr. Asari Dokubo to make such allegations in public? that involved the Army and the Navy. This is because he gave him the opportunity, he led him to the press conference before he went back, where he met the press and discussed all that they had in closed doors. Again, was this aimed to discredit the military or the Navy? For what purpose? Was this aimed at securing the contract for the security of oil pipelines in Niger Delta? Despite all these allegations, the question is, has his allegations, collaboration,
span over 30 years,
responsible for security and monitoring of oil wells and activities in the Niger Delta? Did the President, the Oil and Petroleum Minister, who is also the President, did the Army and the Navy, who are assigned to secure the oil region of Niger Delta, who are responsible? Indeed, in a civilized society, these allegations are liable to suspensions, investigations, and as well as prosecutions. In a civilized society, the military officers in charge need to be suspended, the naval officers in charge need to be suspended, the activities of the bunkering need to be investigated. These are the duty of the new president. Where sufficient evidence for these allegations are identified, indeed, prosecutions and confiscations becomes paramount. However, the question is, can the president institute a judicial investigation or inquiry into the activities of these oil bunkering lords? Please, we need to remind you, do not fail to subscribe, share this video, give us thumbs up, and also subscribe. Once again, it is left for the president to institute any level of inquiry that will fish out the culprits. But the problem is, for any judicial inquiry to succeed, government has to be very, very cautious, because in Nigeria, it has always been difficult to investigate the culprits of such class. And again, they will truncate it and make it unworkable. The question we are leaving for our viewers to examine is, do you support the investigation of these military and Navy commanders in charge of the security of oil pipelines? Do you want the president to do so? If yes, will it be judicial inquiry or military inquiry or executive inquiry or parliamentary inquiry? Leave us a comment, make suggestions among these inquiries, the best for the country and the one that will make them to identify the culprits. With this, we come to the end of this program. We remind you also, please, to subscribe, share this video, give us thumbs up, and above all, leave your comment. We will come back to you. Do not forget to share and to give us thumbs up. With this, YouTube will recommend these videos to other viewers. Thank you very much, and God bless you all. Till we come to you again. Bye.